Hello, we'll get straight at it. This is how you can automate your onboarding process using Power Automate. This is an outline of what we want to accomplish. We want whenever a form is submitted, in this case, this is a form for an ABA company that offers both ABA therapy and a pre-K school. In the form, we want whenever that submit button is hit that it triggers a couple of actions that happens automatically. One is it gathers the information from the form, it figures out if they are interested in preschool or ABA, and based off of that, say they are interested in ABA, it sends off an email to the prospective client, and that email it will also grab the prospectus for ABA and attach it to that email address. Also, if the client is interested in pre-K, it grabs the prospectus for pre-K and emails them out. Also, if the client is interested in both, it grabs both prospectus and emails them out. It also sends out a notification to the office. It records the inquiry data in a spreadsheet. It creates a task for the operation team to use and track that inquiry, and it also creates a folder where all the documents gathered for that particular client inquiry process can be stored. So let's go ahead and get started. We have created a form. This is a Microsoft form created using the Microsoft form feature. We have put here a couple of information we want the prospective client to fill out for us. And then right after that, we've also created this here, which is the Power Automate workflow process that does a couple of things that we've mentioned in the presentation earlier on. Pretty much everything we listed here. This is kind of a roadmap. We have translated them into Power Automate building block workflow process. All right, so we'll go ahead and test it out and see what it does. So here we're gonna do a sample filling out of form. So this is for the Savannah location, and say parent's name is John Doe, child's name is Emily Doe, date of birth is 01/01/2020, 1 /01 /2020, phone number 999-656-0212, and house address, we'll say 4 OT Street, OT Lane, New York, and email address will be evono.ai @gmail.com. And here we are interested in ABA therapy. We want center based, and thank you for comments, and we hit submit. Once that is done, so it's all green, that means it performed all the different sections of the workflow like we wanted. So here is a copy of the email that was sent to the client, confirmation for inquiry, and you can also see the attachment here. We can go ahead and click on that to see what the email looks like. And here you see thanks for your interest, and here's a prospectus attached as well in that email. And repository for all the documents that we will be gathering. So this is folder created automatically. Here the operations team will have to put in all the things listed in the checklist, such as insurance, the CDEs and stuff like that, will all be uploaded into this folder. And this is the task that just got created. Right, we've added this checklist to help the operations team. So this is what we will be using to track the progress of this client's onboarding. And that is a conclusion of how you can pretty much automate your onboarding process. This gives you a much more concise control of what happens, and it does that automatically. This helps you streamline the amount of hours you spend in checking emails to see um, when you have a prospective client. It takes care of alerting people that needs to know. It also gives you a better way of crafting your response, the automatic response, the email that the client gets. You're able to send them the prospectus automatically. That way they know what's needed or whatever other information you want them to be aware of. It also keeps a tracking of how much of this is coming in, what's the status of them. You can always go on your teams and take a look and see all the inquiries that's coming, what different stages they are in, if any needs an attention and stuff like that. So it's just a more efficient way of running your operations. If you have any questions about any of this, how I create the Power Automate, the different sequence in the Power Automate, you can reach out to me on ivono.ai@gmail.com.